So I think we're just going to wait just 2 more minutes and we'll get everything started here. Looks like we have Cameo on, and I know that we are looking for someone that will be joining us a little bit later for our meeting this morning. But it's nice to see a lot of you. I've met many of you guys in the past, but it's good to see a lot of your guys' faces. So we'll start here in just 1 more minute at 9:02. Okay, let's get started here. Again, I'd like to welcome everybody out today. It has been, I think our last update was 2 weeks ago. I've normally been in the background, just listening to these presentations and really enjoying the content that's been going out. Cameo and Jordan have been previous guests on here, and Stephen Miller is really normally the go-getter here that really loves to generate buzz in the community, which we love him for. And unfortunately, he's not able to join us today. So I'm taking the reins here a little bit today and going to begin our call and really start showing you some of the exciting things we have going on for Green. I'm actually really excited about this update call today, and for some of the things that the team's been working on, that we've been working on, and really excited to share with you today. So without further ado, I'm going to kick off some of these exciting updates with Cameo and what she has to show us right now. Cameo, can I pass the torch to you?
Yes, let me see if I can find my screen that I'm going to share. Give me just 1 second. I can never choose the right one. Okay. You should be seeing my screen. Is it a green wallet? Can you see my screen?
I'm only seeing that it is starting to show.
Let me try that again.
One more shot.
How about now? Can you see my green wallet? No. What do you see? I'm very.
It's showing, and I'm also a novice here, so I apologize. It says Cameo has started her screen share.
Okay,
this is odd. I've never seen this before. Yes.
Okay, well, if I can't get the visuals to work, I'll just talk through it. I've never seen that happen before. Let me try one more time. I'll try just doing this one that I'm already on.
There we go.
Now? Okay, so you can see the green wallet, right?
Yes.
Okay, so our big update this week is towards the timeline we've been working on to get the minting functionality working inside of the Green application again. And so we are on target to hit the date that we had committed to on July 4th, which was August 4th. And we are very nicely, headed towards that. We believe it'll be towards the very end of the day. So don't expect like 6 a.m. in the morning to log in on the 4th and be able to see that you can go and mint your green at that point. We do think it'll be much closer to the end of the day before your green will be able to be minted. But we are really, really happy that we've been able to pull off this timeline, and we are on that trajectory to turn back on minting functionality and the vault functionality. So I have some extra little details on what's included in that. Let me pull those up really quick. Oh, and there's something else that's exciting about that before I show you the extra little details. And the other thing is we also the mobile responsive is the other part that we were able to get done and bring out. Why can't I screen share anymore? I used to know how to do this. Okay, trying one more time. All right. I appreciate everybody's patience while I try and figure out how to screen share.
And I really do want to just echo how much we really do appreciate how much Cameo really, these guys have been really heads down. Cameo is just leading this pack and getting these guys going. And so I'm very, very grateful for her dedication, the entire team's dedication. Everyone's been going crazy and just working their cans off lately. So
yeah, and I want to make sure I don't take any credit because I just show up and talk. There are smart people who are doing actual work, and I'm not one of them. So one of the big things we wanted to get out with this release, in addition to the ability to mint, is the responsiveness for the mobile was kind of, it had some problems. And so one of the other big features, in addition to minting, is now you can go and use the application on your mobile device, and everything should work really, really well. Any of the problems that you've seen over the last month on mobile responsive, those are all fixed up now, and on that 4th release, that all of that functionality will be working the right way. So I want to just kind of break this down a little bit. As you know, back in July, we released a bunch of new features, the new website with the new login credentials, the new node purchase experience, the immediate node license allocation, the itemized receipt, and the new dashboard. The features that we are in the process of finalizing right now for the August 4th release are the wallet, the ability for the user to receive green, the vault, where you'll be able to view your digital rewards, and then the actual act of minting. Now, there are a couple of other things. We're calling these fast follows. The ability to send token balances out of your wallet and extract that as ETH, and then really just to be able to see your minting history. And you will see that I said features here will be reactivated in the next couple of weeks. We are not putting a date on this, and that is primarily for one reason, and it's something that we call here sustainable pace. The team who's been working on this, which is both our core team and the green team, leading up to July 4th, they were burning the midnight oil, working every weekend, and really they haven't stopped. Over the last month, they have really been working nights and weekends. And I don't want to convey that we're reducing the urgency, but we want to take a little minute after this release and be able to give accurate timelines that aren't based on, driving our team to a point of exhaustion, because long-term that doesn't do anybody any good. So after this release on August 4th, when we come back and do our next update, we'll have much stronger timelines here. but we want those to be based on the team actually getting to occasionally see their families, maybe go and, go out with a friend every once in a while. So that is our update for today on the features that are coming out this August 4th. And now I'm going to stop sharing for a minute, Brant, and turn it back to you. And then I have a couple more things we'll touch on at the end. You're like,
I'm coming. Sorry. That's it. Every time I hit my space bar, like, nope, that didn't work. Thank you so much, Cameo. I really appreciate that. I wanted to also give another update. There is, I wanted to give a new, I don't think we've even announced this ever before, but as I get to interact a little bit more frequently with a lot of the tech team, I like to announce something new that is up and coming for the green community, is that the green development team has begun active development on our internal blockchain. And the idea here is this is going to be a side chain. It will show up in the dashboard. It will show up in everywhere that we're interacting with this new type of UX, user experience environment, and that you'll be able to use this just the same as you're using your wallet. But the main feature is that it's going to allow all of our users to transfer things drastically cheaper and in a more consistent and quick environment for our internal blockchains. So what does this do for us? But one of the main things it does is we're going to be able to pay for your transactions with your green. You're going to be able to do the shopping cart with green. You're going to be able to do the marketplace with green, actively using this in a much more productive environment, which is going to be fantastic. Now, I can't give away all the options right now, but I will be giving more and more of this as weeks come on. You'll be able to start interacting with it and see it. It is going to be a side chain, and we're really excited to be sharing this out with the community because Green's really leading the community with this. So I'm happy to announce that. And I know Jordan has been gracious enough to come and join us a few times here. Jordan Cisna is just a fantastic project manager. He's really been here and trying to lead a lot of our developers to really accomplish the things that we're trying to accomplish and give us the correct processes and show us really how we need to continue to take things to the next level and really challenge ourselves. So Jordan, without further ado, I'd like to pass the torch over to you for a minute.
Can I interrupt?
Oh, absolutely, Cameo.
Because I do have some further ado that I would like to share about Jordan. One of the things that I've loved about being in the Nerd, joining Nerd and then being in the blockchain ecosystem here is just the quality of people that I've been able to work with. And Jordan has been just a fantastic person to work with. And so I want to kind of toot his horn a lot because he has really been making sure that our teams are firing on all cylinders and that we're really delivering on the commitments that we make. So I want to tell you a little bit about Jordan. He got his undergraduate in finance, and then he also got an MBA from Weber State here locally. He built an entire agile project management office with the Air Force, and I had some opportunity to work at Hill Air Force Base with a couple of years ago. And I got to tell you, I'm impressed with anybody who can bring Agile into the Air Force. So I think that that's just a very impressive thing to have in his background. And then, as Brant was pointing out, he runs our project management office, oftentimes called a PMO, and he's the master Scrum Master. And so today, Jordan is going to talk a little bit about kind of the day in the life of a developer here at Green. So now I will stop sharing, and without further ado, Jordan.
Well, thank you, Cameo and Brant. I feel very humbled. That was a great introduction. It's great to be with you this morning, at least in our time zone. As Cameo had mentioned and Brant pointed out, there's a lot of great work happening here on the Green team. We focus a lot on the value that we're providing the team, and a lot of what I do here within the community with Green and Nerd is to ensure what Cameo said, we're firing on all cylinders, that when we have a date, is it actually attainable? Do our development team, do they understand the requirements, and how do we be more efficient in what we do? And so we have a dedicated team on Green, right? We have dedicated project managers, we have dedicated product people, we have dedicated quality assurance folks, right? We have an army on the Green side. And so I want to just walk through a little bit. It won't take too much time here today, but just a day in the life of a Green developer and kind of how we do project management, specifically agile project management. We do software development. We found agile to be the more powerful methodology in the ecosystem here. So hopefully, Cameo, I'm going to share my screen here. We don't have any. Let's do this one here. You don't realize how many screens you have open until you try to share. Can you see my screen okay? Great. So I want to just briefly talk about traditional project management and what we do here in Agile, where we focus on delivery, we focus on value, getting tangible pieces out to the community as quickly as possible. So as you look at this image here, think of this as a car manufacturer where I give you a requirement. I want this new car in 6 months or a year, and I'm not going to really get my hands on it until 6 months or a year. Well, as we all know, requirements can change, the economy can change, technology will change. It's inevitable. And so what Agile does is we want to give tangible, workable solutions without giving the whole bite, if you will. So you can start with a skateboard. You can skateboard to your friend's house, and then you can upgrade to a scooter, get your bike, and then get a motorcycle. You can go a little further until you get that end product. But along the journey, you have a product that you can actually do something with. And so without going into too much detail with that, this is a great image to kind of explain how we do and why we do agile project management and when we embrace that methodology. As I worked with the Air Force and just in the government sector, it really showed its true colors and how the value we were able to bring to the community. And we're seeing it here with Green. Since the time that I've been here in Cameo and I started roughly around the same time, there's been a tremendous impact in the amount of value that has been provided with the Green team, and we're really excited to see where we go next. So what does that mean for the developers who are working on this team, and who are they? Like, what do they do? Why are they doing it? How does it work? We have teams, like I mentioned earlier. We have product who decides what is it that we're going to build. When we talk PowerPay, or when we talk minting, we talk anything on the Green site. Or we have an army of team on the product side where Cameo leads that effort to make sure that we are building the right thing. We don't want to go and build something just to build it. We want to build something that brings value. Cameo is very good at making sure we have what we need to build the right thing. We have Scrum Masters. So a Scrum Master is someone who ensures the work is being done right. And we have a development team, which is the Scrum team. We have stakeholders, which are really you all, and our Brad, Frank, and our community members. But we take a pile of work. There's so much work. It's awesome to see. We have huge backlogs of things that we prioritize with the help of Cameo's team. And we give this work to our Scrum Masters and our project managers to implement that work in what we call sprints, or 2-week cycles. Sometimes they're 1 week. Here's the work that we're going to do. Our developers pick that work up. They work on it. They develop it. They get it tested by our dedicated QA team on Green. And we deploy it. Again, this is the potentially the shippable product incremental pieces where you can actually tangibly touch. This prime example is what we're doing right now. In the last 2 sprints or 4 weeks, we took the July 4th launch and took 2 sprints to improve the functionality of Green with minting, with the mobile compatibility, and we're going to deliver that. It's not going to be a perfect thing. It's going to be much better than your experience today. But it's going to be something you put your hands on very soon. And this method has worked over and over in so many different industries. And this is what we do day in and day out with the Green community here within the ecosystem here at Nerd. And I really want to highlight this next image here. I'm an agile evangelist at heart. My wife will actually get pretty upset at me. We live our home in an agile way, in a Scrum way. But I really truly believe Agile will help us be successful in the Green community. And research has shown by providing very incremental small components or bite-sized pieces to the puzzle, you are much more likely to succeed than if you were to take the whole chunk down the road and hopefully deliver what we think you're going to want 6 months, 1 year, 2 years even down the road, where we only do it in short incremental components. And so with that, I just wanted to reemphasize what Brant and Cameo had mentioned here. We are extremely excited with the progress the teams are having here. We're firing, I believe, truly on all cylinders. And I get to have the opportunity and privilege to be a part of the green team, step into their meetings, see how things are going, ensure that we're on the right track, and kind of guide that team. And we have great leadership on that team. We have phenomenal, like really guys. They're top-notch people that are really working around the clock to make sure that the community has what we need. So with that, thank you, Brant and Cam, for the introduction. And I'm going to pass the torch back to you, Brant.
Thank you so much, Jordan. I appreciate it. We are just so excited for that leadership and for the training and just improving ourselves over and over.
Hey, Brant.
Yes.
I have both an update and a correction on something that I said earlier. On all of the ability to mint and then pull that out as ETH. And I said that's going to be a fast follow. I just was informed by the product manager for Core that they are Green and Corp are planning on those features also being live on the 4th. So I'm going to officially apologize for giving you guys incorrect information. Sounds like we'll have more done than we expected.
Hey, that's great. Incorrect information. I'll take that all day long. So thank you, Cameo. So there's been some main initiatives that have been really focused on the last 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks, really. And one of those has been the shopping cart experience, which their core team has really done a bang up job in improving the dashboard, improving all of this, getting to where this August 4th release is so important and so crucial for the success of Green. A feature that the second milestone, that this is one that I'm really passionate about, is something that I was hinting on, which is that blockchain functionality. That is a big piece, is another milestone in Green's history here. I want to discuss a third milestone that we have really tried to really get going as part of a core feature for Green. I know people have talked about it in the past, and so let me be one of the first to officially say that we have PowerPay coming right now, everybody. Be really open with the community and to bring everyone together here. But we're going to start posting the notes and the summary of these meetings onto our main website. We're going to put link to those on social media. We're gonna continue discussing this inside our Discord channels, but just so you guys are aware, our main website are going to provide a lot of these main updates that you guys can reference them and share with your friends, share with your family. Also want to note that please, if you log into your Green app, there is under your profile, there's a link there that lets you share to a friend and you will get points. You have an active node running, you will start receiving in the upcoming weeks. You also will be receiving extra rewards for those shares. And so bring people in, begin getting them into Green. Again, we are, we're gonna get these, I'm really pushing hard to get these debit cards and be able to pay for your power on a consistent basis to the entire community. That's really my goal as soon as possible. I think, let me double check this other screen on my notes. I do believe that we are gonna continue doing our community calls. We will do another one next Tuesday and we will get these notes all sent out. And oh, I have some people asking, let me answer a couple of these questions. One, are these going to be picked from the same group or a different beta test group? We have had previous sign up lists before. We're asking everyone to go in and sign up with this one again, please, because this is with the partnership with Switch. So I want to make sure that if you did sign up before in the past, please go sign up again. And one more time, that main website is greenpowerpay.com. Again, we will post this on social media. You'll see it on Instagram. You'll see it on the main website within 24 hours. So if you're not catching it right now, please come back. You will see it on the website. And I do believe it will work in the UK. And we will continue to, if you do have questions, please reach out to, we do have a support link at the very bottom. That's our main method of communication going back and forth. So if you have questions for us, please fill out a ticket. We do see those on a daily basis. We are going through those as fast as we can, and you should receive message back within a few hours. So we will get your questions answered if you do have. Anyway, that's everything that we have today. We're running out of time. I want to thank Cameo. I want to thank Jordan for everything that they've really been an active member in this community. They've really jumped on these phone calls and really tried to keep people informed, and I am super grateful for them. Green is here. We're here to stay, and we're going to really try to set power free. So thank you everyone for joining us today. Have a good one. We'll see you later.